I can't believe it. Hollywood is really promoting a great show about Jesus Christ and the gospel. Our teeny tiny crowd-funded Jesus show has made it. The Chosen has become too big for Hollywood to ignore. Ladies and gentlemen, these are only 3 of the hundreds of comments under the video of Jonathan Roumie being a guest on Jimmy Fallon.
The show, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is epic. So that's what it's like.
Jonathan has been on a roll recently promoting The Chosen, Last Supper, and all kinds of famous shows, including The View, Good Morning America, Sherry's daytime talk show, and The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. This is the kind of promotion The Chosen has never experienced before, which only tells you how much this series has grown since the beginning and how even Hollywood is beginning to accept it. Yes, Jonathan appeared in The View before, but this is the first time he's shown up in more famous so-called Hollywood shows, and The Chosen fans are conflicted. There's a minority who don't feel like what Jonathan's doing is right, showing up in these places that do not really have any respect for Jesus. There are even videos on the internet questioning and trying to understand why Jonathan is going on these sinful shows. However, the majority that I've seen are quite happy and feel proud that Jonathan gets to show everyone what a great actor he is and gets to promote The Chosen, a show about Jesus, which is not something you see often in Hollywood, right?
And the series has amassed a massive following across 175 countries, and we have the star of the show with us. Please help us welcome to the studio actor Jonathan Roumie, everybody!
Do you remember the scene in season 4 where Jesus and his disciples stand in front of the gates of hell? The disciples are disgusted by what they see at the altar, and Jesus reminds them this: should we avoid dark places out of fear, or should we be light to them? While you tell me what you think of Jonathan's appearances on these shows, I will be telling you about some of the shocking things he said and did in these interviews. For example, during the interview with Sherry, Jonathan revealed what fans asked him to do, and there were some mind-blowing moments. Apart from being asked to baptize people's children, to be their confirmation sponsor, to marry couples, Jonathan was even proposed to get married. But wait until you hear this story that happened to Jonathan during a faith conference.
This woman came and took a photo with me, faith conference, and gave me a little book or something, and then she left, and then I opened the book, and there's a hotel key.
Are you serious? Somebody said Jesus.
After hearing this story, the show's host asked Jonathan to speak to Jesus to get her a date, which was an awkward but funny moment.
I'm like, well, if you're playing Jesus, maybe you got. I was just gonna ask if you could give me a date this Friday. Not you, but send me a date this Friday. But you know.
I'll have a word.
Okay, yeah, have a word. I would like that. I would like that.
Another funny moment happened during the interview with Jimmy Fallon. Besides promoting The Chosen Season 5 and talking about how it started as a crowd-funded project, Jonathan also did some incredible celebrity impressions. I knew Jonathan could be hilarious when he wanted to, but for the last year or so, he has been looking so sad in interviews, burdened with the weight of playing Jesus, that it was so weird in a good way seeing him having fun in this interview. Check out his Marlon Brando impression.
You know, this is Marlon Brando. I don't know if you need anybody for your show or anything like that. I don't know, maybe I could give it a shot.
The one that I loved the most was his Bob Dylan impression, to be honest. He made the impression while singing the funniest song.
Itsy bitsy spider rolled up the water spout.
Oh my God.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
I'm showing you these different interview moments because I'm so glad that Jonathan was able to show his versatility as an actor. As you know, once an actor plays a role in a religious project, it's hard for them to shake off that label. Producers and directors don't really want to cast them in other types of projects. However, I think Jonathan showcases his talent incredibly in these interviews, and I'm sure more doors will open for him in the future. In fact, Jonathan shared that he'll be doing a romantic comedy soon starring Kevin James, which is unexpected but amazing.
So this fall, I'll be doing a romantic comedy alongside Kevin James. A movie called Solo Mio. It's a whole different side of me for audiences.
Apparently, Jonathan is beardless in this movie, which is going to be hard for everyone who's used to seeing him with his famous beard. But let me know, are you going to watch this movie? If you want to see more Jonathan Roumie interview moments, check out this video.